Hello, this is day 2 of trying to get skinnty for myself. I've already measured myself today, so today is Sunday the 26th of July, and the first thing I had today was my iced coffee, okay? Now we know what this is. If you watched yesterday, it's low-fat protein milk. I think it's Dairy Farmers one with, I think it was Nestle or Nescafe. Nescafe is like black coffee, Arabia, black coffee concentrate. And altogether, 300 mils worth. I get, and this is why we measure, because last time I didn't measure and I just gave a hunch and it was wrong. And for once, this is wrong for the better, but still, it's wrong. So you got to make sure to actually count stuff. So 300 mils of this. This by itself is 150 calories, so very small. 18 grams of protein, which is really good. That's over the 10% grams of protein to calorie ratio, so that's really good. 4 grams of fat, which is not bad, and 14 grams of carbs, which is not bad either. So it's really good. Most of the actual calories from this is the whole, like the damn protein, which is obviously, it makes sense. So yeah, I've got that. Today is going to be me probably showing you how I cook my Okonomiyaki, which is the one that you saw yesterday and the one that's in the thumbnail for yesterday. That's probably going to be a good bulk of that. We're also going to do chest today, chest and tries. So we're going to do push day today. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else, but if there is, you're probably going to hear me talk about it in a second. I'm an idiot. Of course. Okay, so I don't know if I even told you this. So, I am 87.4 kilograms. Yesterday, I was 88.5, so that's a whole kilo off. This always happens, okay? This always happens when I'm trying to lose the weight. Immediately, I lose around a kilo, and then I go, great success, and then I go like, oh, that's so good. Like, I did so good, and then I give up afterwards of the strictness that I was giving myself. So this doesn't mean anything to me. 87.4, that 1 kilo loss means nothing to me, because the amount of times that I've said, oh, I've lost a kilo already to everyone, and then not move after that, like, and go straight back up to 88 or whatever. It's like, it's too many times to count. Waist is also 36.2 compared to the 37. I think 37 last time I didn't hold onto my waist snugly enough. That's why I don't believe this 36.2 either, because it's not strict enough it wasn't strict enough of a measurement last time. But yeah, pretty big difference, but I'm gonna literally ignore that and as if I'm still 88 point something, so then I don't like start lacking. I don't start falling off. But yeah, I'm gonna finish the iced coffee. I'm gonna rest for a bit. Not rest, but I'm gonna let myself settle and wake up because I still just woken up. And then we're gonna do chest and tries. Look at this shit. New angle. Yeah. Okay, anyways, I'm on my way to chest. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Wow, it's so bright. Am I just a white dot on your screen right now? I hope not. Anyways, I'm on my way for push day. I'm gonna try to get some heavy weights down. The process of my exercises kind of works like this. And I kind of need to focus more on compound exercises because that's good for cardio in general. Compound is always good for burning a lot of fat because you're using a lot more muscle, a lot more of your body in general. But I usually do, for example, for chest, I will do a bench press and I'll do a lot of low reps, so around 6 reps max, and really just going for heavy lifting. Because as much as I want to tune my body to what it is, I also want to be strong. And to do that, you need to have more weight, you know? Like, you can't just stay... Obviously, you can, like, do high reps and just slowly get up to there. But man, was it nice to get 100. You know? Like, man, was it nice to get 100 kilos on the bench press, if you get what I mean. So, it's nice. That's what I do. So I start off with a pretty heavy set, heavy weights, low reps, and then I move on to something that's more calisthenic and or more controlled but higher reps and lower weight. So that would be something like, oh my god, I'm probably just a white speck to you guys. But for example, for chest, it's push-ups. I do push-ups after chest. So it works out. It's like the complete spectrum of each other. So like the heavy lifting and then the heavy reps, like heavy amount of reps. So yeah, that's kind of how I do it. 100. I'm gonna try to hit it for. I'll try to hit it for. Fuck it, 5. I'll see if I can hit it for 5. 100 for 5. Let's see how it goes. Bar in my mouth. Go down. Shorten the shoulders. Elbows right underneath the bar. Lift. Okay. Nope, I don't have it. Damn, why'd I feel so weak? Why'd I feel so weak? That was only 3. Let me see how much I normally get. I think the max I got was 100 for 5. Yeah, 100 for 5. But I did 100 for 3 today. 60 for 12. I'm gonna try 12. 60. Should be good. 60 for 12. 60 for 12. Bar in the mouth. Oh, bro. Fuck. Oh, bro. That was 15. What the hell? Okay, push-up time. You're probably gonna hear me breathing like a motherfucker, but it's fine. Okay, let's go. Yes. I'm gonna do 12. I think I did 12. Not bad. I'll do 2 more sets of that, and then I'll go over to triceps and shoulders. I'm gonna do a little bit of shoulders today. Okay, so I'm noticing already that I'm losing a lot of power in my chest just from the lack of calories that I had yesterday. And I did have a really lack of calories, like calculating it properly, and you see on the description of that video, it was like 1,500 calories, which is nothing. That's like nothing. I should have eaten more. So like the Okonomiyaki is fine, because the amount of protein that I get from the chicken really balances it out. But I can already feel the fatigue, but you have to keep pushing and make sure that your strength is still there. Like even though I only eat 100 for 3, I'm not gonna kill myself about it. Like I'm still gonna hit the fucking set. It doesn't make sense to like not do that. But like even now, I did 12 push-ups earlier. I was able to do 15 last time. With the bench press, I was able to do 5 reps last time instead of the 3 that I did. So overall, I'm getting more fatigued, but I can't let that be the normal. Because if I let that be the normal, then I'm gonna lower my expectations for every lift that I'm doing, which I shouldn't do, because I excelled. I actually went up in reps and up in weight for my arms yesterday. So it's just a placebo, right? Like I mean, obviously there's actual fatigue too from the lack of calories and carbs that you have in your body, lack of energy that you have in your system because of the nutrition that you're lacking. But still, you can't have that be a reason. That's such a pussy thing to think about. So, venting to you about this, but it's also just something that I feel like people do. Like when they start cutting, they're like, oh, I'm weaker. And then they just immediately go lower weight. And I think that's stupid as fuck. Just keep your strength up, because that's also good for your muscles. So you do not lose that muscle mass. But anyways, I'm gonna go finish my last set of push-ups, and then I'm gonna go over into triceps. All right, time for single arm tricep push down. I'm gonna do 12.5 for high reps, because I did low reps like last time yesterday. Oh my god, I'm so fatigued. Ow. Okay. triceps are so weird because my left tricep is stronger than my right, which I always forget. But that's a lot less. I used to get 15, now I get 8. So now I'm mentally fucked up. I used to get 16. That's crazy. I did just do push-ups though, so it's fair. But damn. Alright. A lot of fatigue today, a lot of not getting what I expect, which is I can't let it get to me, but man, it's hard to not let it get to me. Alright, let me finish push downs, I'll do shoulders, and then it's cardio after that. Cable lateral raises. I like bending my elbow when I do cable lateral raises. Cable lats. 12. 12. So gotta go this side as well. 12, 12, 12. Not bad. Okay, I'm back from gym and I'm gonna show you how I make my okonomiyaki. So it is 300 grams of any tofu, add medium fine. Potato starch, around between 40 to 60 grams, depending on what you want. Salt, pepper, and umami seasoning to taste, and 2 eggs. That's it. And you just mix it up, cook it on the pan. Oh, veggies as well. I forgot the veggies, but I'll add that in with everything. I just forgot to bring it in here. But yeah, that's it. And then you make your okonomiyaki and that's it. That's all it takes. Okay, first of all, food check. Food check. Let me be like those thumbnails. Yeah, look at that. See? Okonomiyaki as usual. I'm gonna half this, I'm gonna eat half of it, and then the other half I'm gonna eat for work. But okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. At the gym, damn, I couldn't lift anything, man. I couldn't lift anything. It actually felt so bad. Everything was lower. Every part of my lift was lower, like no question. And let's talk about that after this. I think I can't let that get to my head. And obviously, right, you say that to yourself, well, I can't let it get to my head. If I let it get to my head, then it wins, like it wins, I lose. And it's true. But you can only say so many things, and so many things can actually happen. Only so many things can actually happen, right? That's what's been happening with my weight loss. I say so much things. I say I know so much. I know my body so well. But then why am I like a stinky 90 for the past, what? No, what? Well, why am I like over 82 kilograms for like the past 2 years, right? I need to not let go of the fact that I'm still strong, right? I also need to take into the fact that my body is a body and not a robot also, right? You can't, you have to motivate yourself, but then you can't be unrealistic to yourself. So with the lifts that I did, it makes sense for the lack of calories that I had yesterday, correct? But also, if I was too accepting of that, I would try less. So you have to find this balance. A lot of the time people fail, including me. This isn't like isolating myself. It includes me. People are either 100% this way, 100% that way, in the spectrum of decisions and choice and opinions and everything. Once you realize that people do that as a pattern, and you realize how much of a struggle it is for people when they do that, you realize that finding the balance is the smartest thing to do. The rationale of both sides of the spectrum is probably the easiest way for you. Like, it's the easiest way to say it is like sitting on the fence of both sides of the spectrum. As much as that's up kind of looked down upon, it's like, no, think about it seriously. Like, look at the thing that you have a problem with. Look at the way that people with the same problem deal with it. And you'll be able to see a really big pattern of people going 100% this way or 100% that way. And you realize, you see the pros and cons of both. And you realize the pros and cons of both, especially the cons, can really be fixed if you were just to go to the damn middle. So that's how I'm taking it right now when it comes to gym fatigue, like gym strength. That is lowering, but don't let that get to your head. Be understandable to yourself that obviously it's going to lower, but don't be too acceptant of that lowering strength, or else you're just going to try less. I think that's really important because in the past, when I was really strong, and I still am really strong, as soon as I start losing weight, I feel my strength lowering and my fatigue and like the normal parts of cutting, right? And then I don't want to cut anymore because of that. And the same goes for when I start losing a few kilos, right? Like there's times where I actually do lose a few kilos, and then I start feeling very dysmorphic with my body where it's like, oh, I feel really small. Like it's just weird thing now where like, because the thing is when you lose weight, especially when you're trying to do bodybuilding losing, the first few kilos make you feel bad because you're not toned enough yet for your muscles to feel big. Your muscles just get smaller. They look smaller because there's no more fat around it. But there's still enough fat where it doesn't make the illusion that your muscles are big. So you get this really weird in between, which is what I've been feeling every time I try to cut my weight. So then I go back up. And that's why I was like, you know what, let me just hit 90, bulk up to 90. So my original weight back then, which, look, if I were to talk to myself, yeah, 90 back then and 90 now look very different. Like the amount of muscle mass that I have now compared to before is completely different. The fat distribution is completely different. But it still feels bad to be to have this much fat, knowing that I can go down. And just the only thing that was stopping me is me getting dysmorphic of myself. And that's really annoying to me. I get really annoyed when I stop myself like that. So, I don't know. It's kind of just what I've been thinking about. Anyways, I'm going to finish off with this. I got another iced coffee. So, let me calculate that and then get back to you. Okay, so altogether, I have 2 iced coffees. So, this is my second one. So, that'll be 300, 300 with around 40 grams of protein, and then the fat and the carbs, which will tally up at the end. And then we got the Okonomiyaki, which is around 650 calories. I think yesterday was 700 calories. I calculated it wrong. But this time I used less of the potato starch. So then I was able to lower the amount of carbs down, which is not look, who knows? I might have a stray meal now and then. So that's why I'm really strict with the carbs, because every now and then I'm going to urge to eat bread. Like I really like bread. So sometimes I'm just going to have the urge, and that's going to help me out to like lower the carbs that I have in my regular diet. But that's 650 calories. So altogether, it'll be 950 calories right now. 950 calories. And that includes the half of this okonomiyaki that I'm going to eat at work. So the rest of the food that I have is going to be the chicken at the end of the day, which is going to be 4 something calories and 80 grams of protein and no carbs, no fat, basically. So that's going to come down to around, oh my God, math. Wow, that's really low. 1.3. It's gonna be 1.3 or 1.4 calories, like 1.4k calories. That's really low. If I get thirsty or hungry, I'm gonna grab a protein drink from Woolies. I think that's gonna be my thing, but I want to avoid it. If I don't need it, I'm not gonna grab it. Okay, and I know that it's a bit of a fast cut already to have that low of calories, but for example, the mayo in here, I didn't properly calculate. So that could be, 200 calories already. You got what I mean? So it's better for me to just be strict. The okonomiyaki sauce, the teriyaki sauce, I don't know how many calories are in there. I should check, but that stuff I can double check another time. So the fact that it's 1.4k calories doesn't mean that it's actually 1.4k calories. It could be plus 300. So then that'll be 1.7. and 1.7 is a pretty good point. So I'm not going to complain. And yeah, I'm going to finish this meal. I have to wash up and get ready for work soon. And I'm going to go through work, and then you'll see me back at night where I'm going to air fry my chicken. I'm back from work and I'm so hungry, but my chicken is cooking right now. So I'm going to do a little bit of a pose check. What do you call it? What do you call it? Yeah, it's not a pump. So it's just going to be a body check. So let's see. Wait. Holy crap. Ugh. Okay. One more time. Not bad. Let's do a back check. I can never do a back. Gotta lean forward. I mean, let's try. A little more forward. My back is pretty big. Okay, let's do a tricep. Not the best. Double buys. Okay. It's all right. It's all right. Let's do how to do this again. Let me see if that even looks good. One more time. I'm going to be in the middle of the frame. That's thumbnail right there. Okay, not bad. Physique check, that's what it's called. That's looking good. I don't really talk much there. I was just kind of focusing on what I look like, but it's not bad. Definitely not bad. I'll get there. Slowly but surely. I'm going to eat my chicken. Gonna wash up, fall asleep. I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, no. I gotta do my total calories. I'll do that while I'm eating the chicken. I'll be back. Okay, I overcooked my chicken a little bit because it was smaller. It was only 160 grams, which kind of sucks. I wish it was bigger because I'm so hungry. But it's fine. And I actually got all of my macros for the day. So for the whole day, my total calories was 1,364, which is really low. That's way too low. But you know what? I'm already here, so it's fine. My total protein was 144 grams of protein, 42 grams of fat, and 87 grams of carbs, which is actually a lot. And that comes a lot from those 14 grams of carbs in the iced coffee, every serving of it. So that kind of adds up. I had 3 today because I'm a chud when it comes to iced coffee. So yeah, it's not bad. Still really low. I wish it was higher still, because this might be too low to the point where I'm losing muscle. And 144 is not the amount of protein that I want. But I might take like a protein shake before I sleep today, just so then it kind of evens out a bit. So it's at least a little bit better. Because 133, like even if I'm not leaning to myself, that goes to 1.6, which is still really low. If I hit 200 more calories, which would be the protein shake, I would get a lot of protein. I would hit almost 200, which is what I want, and I will hit like a calorie like my god, and I will hit a calorie goal that is decent. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna scarf down on this damn chicken now because I'm so hungry, and I will see you tomorrow.